In this video, we are going to look at a few questions on coordinate geometry, which is actually one of the past exam papers. If you are new to this channel, please do subscribe for more videos. Now, looking at this question, it says we have a quadrilateral ABCD with vertices A, B, C, and D. And then we are told to find the midpoint of line AB when you are given the coordinates or the points. To find the midpoint, we need to write the formula capital M for midpoint equals to, open brackets, x1 plus x2, we divide that by 2, and then y1 plus y2, we divide by 2. Then we write equal. Now we have to substitute in that formula. Our x1 is this number here, the first number and the first point or the first coordinate, which is 2. Our x2 is this number here, which is negative 6. And then we divide that by 2 and then comma. Our y1 is 3 plus our y2 is 9. We divide by 2 and then we put brackets like that. Now we have to simplify that. We write bracket like that. 2 plus negative 6, that should give us negative 4, and then we divide by 2, then comma. 3 plus 9, we should get 12, and then we divide by 2 again. And then to get our final answer, we take negative 4, we divide by 2, we get negative 2, and then 12 we divide by 2, we get positive 6. Now this is the final answer. Now how do we write it? We write the first number, which is negative 2 here, and the second coordinate is positive 6 there. Now after that, we can now move on to letter B. Our letter B says we now have to find the length of line AB. The length, we are referring to distance. The length there, we are referring to distance. That means we need to state the formula for distance between 2 points. So we write capital A, like capital D for distance, equal to, we can even write AB here, distance for line AB, and then we have to use that formula x1 minus x2, we square that, and then plus y1 minus y2, and then we square that, everything under the square root. Now after that, we can now substitute in our formula. Our x1, like we said, is positive 2 minus our x2 is negative 6. Square that, plus our y1 is this number here, positive 3, and then our y2 is positive 9. We need to square that as well. Now positive 2 minus 6, this 2 minus becomes positive, then we have positive 2 plus 6, square that, and then plus 3 minus 9, what we should get there is negative 6. Now after that, 2 plus 6, 2 plus 6 is 8, and then we square that, and then negative 6 squared is, sorry, let's write like this. Here we have 64. Here we have 36. That is equal to 64 plus 36. That should give us 100. Square root of 100 is 10. The final answer, you write it there. If you want, you can write units, but since you are not given any units here, just write 10, and that's it. And then looking at letter C. Letter C. Letter C, we are told that line AB is parallel to line CD. Find the equation of line CD. Now here what we need to do, let's try to draw something very small here to give us an idea. Okay, we don't need to draw, it's fine. But what we can do here, since line AB is parallel to line CD, we can calculate, since we are given the coordinates of AB, A and B we are given, while for D we are not given. So let's use the coordinates of A and B to calculate the gradient. Then the gradient, small m for AB, the gradient is given by the formula y2 minus y1, and then x2 minus x1. Our y2 from there is 9, and our y1 is 3, while our x2 is negative 6 minus our x1 is 2. Simplifying that, we get positive 6 over negative 8. We can still simplify that to get negative. Divide top and bottom by 2. 6 by 2 you get 3. Over 8 by 2 you get 4. That is the gradient of line AB. But since line AB is parallel to line CD, therefore we know that parallel lines have the same or have equal gradients. Therefore, we can also say that the gradient for line CD is also equal to negative 3 over 4. Now we can use that gradient to find the equation of line CD. Now we write this equation here, y minus y1 equal to m for gradient, and then open bracket x minus x1. We write our y1. Here we are going to use the coordinates of point C. Since we are looking for the equation of CD and we don't know the coordinates of D, we can use the coordinates of C. The coordinates of C, looking at our question there, our y1, that is our y1, which is 5, equal to our gradient, the m's gradient, which is negative 3 over 4, and then x minus our x1 is that number there, 1. Now we have to find the equation. Therefore, what we do, we have y minus 5 equals to, we now have to expand this bracket here. We multiply negative 3 over 4 by x to get negative 3 over 4x, and then we multiply negative 3 over 4 by negative 1. Negative and negative becomes positive. 3 over 4 by 1 is just 3 over 4. Now here we now need to move this negative 5 to go the other side. Then this side we only have y equal to negative 3 over 4x plus 3 over 4. This number, this side is negative. When it comes this side, it becomes positive. Positive 5. I'll use this space here. We have y equal to, we have negative 3 over 4. Now here what we need to do, let me just write plus. What we now need to do here, we now need to multiply top and bottom by the denominator here, which is 1, by making that as a fraction, by 1. And then this side we multiply top and bottom by the denominator, which is 4. Then 3 times 1 equals to 3. 4 times 1 equals to 4. And then plus 5 times 4 is 20. And then 1 times 4 is just 4. Then y is equal to, sorry, I left out the x here. Then here we have negative 3 over 4x. Now that the denominators are the same, we only need to add the numerators. 3 plus 20, we get 23 over 4. This is the equation. Now we write it here where we have the space for answer. Y equals to negative 3 over 4x plus 23 over 4. That is the equation for line CD. Now the last question that we need to find, we want to find the coordinates of point D. Now what do we know? What we know is that the line CD, we know line CD equals to y. We have negative 3 over 4 x plus 23 over 4, while the equation of line BD, we have y equals to negative 2x minus 3. Now this point D, we need to find the x value and the y value. Now in order for us to find those two values, what we need to do, first, since we are given this equation, y is equal to negative 2x minus 3, we have to get the x coordinate and then we substitute in the place of x. And then we are going to get the y value. Now, in order for us to get the x coordinate, we have to equate these two equations. Then we have negative 3 over 4 x plus 2 3 over 4 equal to negative 2x minus 3. Now what we need to do here is that we now need to collect like terms here. We have this term with an x and we also have this term with an x. We need to bring them together. Then we are going to have negative 3 over 4 x. We also have to bring that term. This side is negative. When it comes this side, it becomes positive. Positive 2x equals to negative 3. This negative 3. And then we also have to bring this term to come this side. This side is positive. The other side becomes negative 23 over 4. Now after that, what we now need to do here, let me see what I can do here. We now need to add these two terms. To add these two terms, we need to make the denominator to be the same. We are going to have negative 3x plus 4 times 2 is 8x over the same denominator, which is 4, equal to, here we are going to have, I think I need to show the working here. We write this number as a fraction by dividing by 1, and then we multiply top and bottom by 4. Then what we are going to have, negative 3 times 4, we are going to get negative 12 over 4 minus, also the same this side, we divide, not divide but multiply top and bottom by 1. Then what we are going to get, 23 times 1 is just 23 over 4. We have the same denominator throughout. Because we have the same denominator throughout, we can leave out the denominators. Because the reason why we can leave out the denominators, otherwise what we are going to do, we would put everything in brackets and then we multiply throughout by 4. Then this 4 we will cancel with these denominators. Therefore we are going to be left with, I think I need to continue writing somewhere here. Then we'll be left with negative 3x plus 8x equals to negative 12 minus 23. Then this will give us negative, in positive 5x equals to negative 35. Then we divide throughout by 5, so that this 5 and that 5 can cancel, and then our x is equal to negative 35 by 5 is 7. Now that we have the x coordinate, which is negative 7, now we have to take this negative 7 and then we plug it in the place of x in the second equation. Now here I need to use black pen. Let me rewrite that equation. Y equals to negative 2x minus 3. Then we have y equals to negative 2. In the place of x, we can now put in negative 7, which is the x coordinate. Now negative 2 times negative 7 gives us positive 14, and then minus 3. 14 minus 3 is equal to 11. That means the two coordinates, normally when we write coordinate, we need to write in brackets like that. The first coordinate is the x coordinate, while the second is the y coordinate. Then we know our x is negative 7, our y is positive 11. Now that answer is what we write here on the space provided. Then we write negative 7 and then positive 11. That is how you do it. Please subscribe for more videos.